The story, Los Angeles Coliseum, as we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Huskers will kick it away to start. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So USC's offense will have the football first. Tight end now in motion. On the move, it's Wormley. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that. Success on first down running the football. It just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Got room to work. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. And the legendary John McKay would be proud of the execution of the running game and picking up the first down.
The basic principles of the run game. Easy stuff, the boring stuff, not fancy, not loved. Everybody likes points and all that other, stuff that goes with it, but you got to get the good running game. USC doing a good job early.
Motion from the wideout. Handoff from the gun. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Turning it on! All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
The Trojans look to keep this drive humming. They've been running it, but now the pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. Firing to the right, complete. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The Trojans getting it done through the air, picking up the first down.
And they always got one of these. A big arm sucker that can sling the ball down the field. You think about USC, that's what I always think about. Quarterbacks, playmakers, Hollywood, Heismans.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And really good job getting to the quarterback. That's priority number one, trying to get pressure on him. Get him to the ground is a bonus. They had 6 sacks in their last game. They got to keep building on that number if they want to keep stacking wins.
Give to the back. He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Savage. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Last couple of plays, yeah. Seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they're going to have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. So the pop pass is busted up in the backfield for a loss.
Offense trying to go push pass on 1st down on the goal line, but the defense, tremendous surge up front. They get penetration, and they get the tackle for loss.
After getting nothing done on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 6. Looking to fire. Flips it out on the screen. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Trojans.
And how about the wheels for the QB? You can tell, man, he can roll, and they're going to use him. This is just the first drive. You see him going for the touchdown. I imagine we'll see more of that guy running the football with that kind of speed.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Cornhuskers offense has its first opportunity of the day. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, the offensive offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for once.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Jackson will throw. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that. Hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Both these teams have had some good moments this year, and they'd love nothing better than to improve their bowl positioning, build a little momentum by getting a win in this one.
You're just trying to punctuate the season, right? How big would it be for one of these two programs to finish the year as a ranked team? It would help them so much in the offseason with recruiting and really help their confidence looking ahead to next year, David.
And confidence and momentum and just learning how to win. A part of that is a part of the process of being great in the future. And this team, learning how to win, finding ways to get it done, it's only going to build momentum, and hopefully you can carry that over to next season.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Might be changing the route. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Fires on the move. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion. The Trojans will call on their punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Jackson gonna throw it. Got him downfield. Breaks into the open. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And some room to work. Got enough for the first down and wants more. They believe in this running game, and they take it all the way down to the 25 before he goes out of bounds.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Completes it in the middle. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. The best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
The Cornhuskers can really attack on this second and short. He'll keep it himself. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
And the Huskers will try to punch it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
This is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So I look for this offense to be more physical, be creative, try to find ways to run the ball against this defense that is so dynamic.
Jackson will throw. Gets it out fast. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. That'll bring him to within 4.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking to throw on 1st down. They're setting up the screen. There he goes. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
And they executed that running back screen. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Gets rid of it. Got a man. It's fouled. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Off play action. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass. They're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback. Now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th. How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They'll start this drive down by a touchdown, trailing 10-3. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. Let's talk for just a minute about Nebraska. Safe to say expectations have not been met. When you start a season in the top 5, you expect to contend for a playoff spot. Now they're sitting there unranked. What about just overhauling the whole program if they can't get this thing fixed?
Well, yes, and it's hard, man. It's hard when you start that high and then something happens and it starts to snowball. Momentum is a powerful thing. These are young kids, Jesse, and they got to find a way to swing that momentum.
They've had some tough losses, obviously some key injuries, but they need a win in the worst way possible. They have got to find a way to right the ship.
The Huskers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Jackson gonna throw it. He's got it. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And I like having matchups outside like this. Guys that I know will win right away. 3rd down, find my guy, get him the rock, he gets the first down.
Unloads quickly. Oh, he's got some space. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
He'll pitch it. Past the 30. Breaks away on the left. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And the big play starts with the quarterback making the right decision, getting the defense to come to him, pitching the football, and Jesse, the running back, catches it and does the rest.
He does, and he also had good blocking downfield, too. Some of those receivers outside helping him out, but, man, with his speed when he's on the perimeter, the options executed that well, it is virtually impossible to stop.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, the big top 15 battle is underway, and it's been very interesting so far. BYU has the lead right now, but this LaVell Edwards Stadium crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by a field goal over Oklahoma State. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And he gets the foot down. It's a catch deep along the left sideline. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They'll go to work, trailing 17-10, and hoping to put together a productive drive. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. They're working that left side. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Snagged out of the air. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
And when you're running the ball well, QBs love going to play action. You get the linebackers starting to suck up closer to the line of scrimmage. They're keying on those running backs, and it just makes pitch and catch so much easier for these quarterbacks and receivers.
And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose.
Great effort. Defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
Oh, will they dial up on second and a long way to go. Reads it, fires complete. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
The Cornhuskers come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Turning it on. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets them a first at the 29. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. And the Huskers have it with a 1st and 10. Now on the option. Runs through the tackle. And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch it, kept it himself, and turned it into a big play. And this offense will have to feel pretty good about itself if it can tie the game before halftime. 1st and goal. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Jackson will throw. Got his man on the outside. He's going for the goal line. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And he missed it. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
And that hurts missing that field goal, especially when you're going up against a defense like this. One of the best in the entire country. You have got to be able to come away with points when you have opportunities.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Trojans want to move quickly. Wants to fire on second down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab on the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time and get to that first down marker. The Trojans in a good spot here with second and short. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. To the air on first down. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. On third down, he drops to throw. He'll pull it down and run. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick him up and put him down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping him.
Looking downfield on first down. Looking left. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws toward the end zone. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. He'll start the return inside his 5. To stop, and that is the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Trojans will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions. The coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here will be huge.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Jackson gonna throw it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Huskers decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. It's complete to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. It'll be 3rd and long. Motion from the back. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. The Trojans line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Special teams coming through as they pin them back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They had it, didn't pick up a 1st down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Send the tight end in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Quickly out to the tight end. He's pushed out of bounds at the 13 and gives this offense a little room to work.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
He's got it on the right. And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
On 1st down from their own 22. Pulls and fires complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. We saw it on that last play.
They're dealing with a second and long. Trying play action. Throwing right. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? Breaks into the open. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the... The Cornhuskers are moving quickly down the field. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Jackson will throw. Finds his big tight end. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
And those sting for this team. I tell you what, when you drive the field against a really, really good defense and you have an opportunity to get points, you got to capitalize on them now. And that one will sting a little bit because I thought the offense did a good job moving the ball down the field.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Got his man quickly. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. And the Trojans can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Hand off from the shotgun. And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
That ball hit him right in a bad spot, right in the hands. Really unfortunate he didn't come down with that one.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll run it from the gun. There he goes. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
The Trojans just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Off play action on 1st down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. And that big, bad Husker front just keeps wreaking havoc in the backfield.
I mean, that's what you want. You want the defensive line to dominate the football game. You don't want to have to blitz and bring all these extra bodies. And this defensive line, this black shirt defensive line, is doing their job.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's McCutcheon. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Trojans will punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Kick is in the air. And that is how a punter helps out his defense, pinning them deep in their own territory. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. Got the quick completion. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Huskers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Jackson gonna throw it. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field, and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to them, braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. The Huskers will bring the punt team onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Going right to work up top. It's complete on the right side. Crosses the 30. He's got away. And he is marked out of bounds after another big game. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. That big play put them in business. Now they're right on the edge of the red zone as they go to work 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll give it to the back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
A little release to the back. Touchdown, Trojans! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1. Try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Man, we've been anticipating this top 15 matchup all week. Let's show you how things are playing out. BYU has the lead right now, but this LaVell Edwards Stadium crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by a field goal over Oklahoma State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this interesting Big 12 matchup. Back to you guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Jackson will throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
You see an incompletion there. I think a big reason why this team is in such a hole right now in the 4th quarter is they have just not been able to find the explosive plays throwing the ball. You got to wonder at this point, is it too little too late?
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be third down.
And that's kind of what we've seen from this offense all game long, man. It's been hard. It's been a struggle. And receiver and quarterback just not on the same page. Somebody out wide needs to step up, needs to make some plays for their QB because they're in a huge hole, and they need some explosive passing plays.
Fires to the wideout. Got his man. He's loose on the right. Past the 20. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. Leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. And his throw is incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
Well, a lot of things haven't gone right for him. He saw an incompletion right there. It's been offense, it's been defense. They just haven't been able to click and get into a rhythm here. And now they're playing catch-up, and you know they're going to be throwing at each and every play here in the fourth quarter.
Splits the uprights. It's good. That'll close the gap to 14.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. The give to the running back from the shotgun. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Well, for him not to hand that ball off on the RPO, the quarterback obviously saw something he liked there in the left flat, but it wasn't open, and as a result, it's an incompletion.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. He wants to throw it. Sets up the screen. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. The Trojans will try to pin them back with the punt. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
So now it's second and long. Jackson going to throw it. Here comes the heat. He'll try to do it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative, and that time, quarterback quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Lofts one high indeed. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. But you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback. And again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on fourth down.
And you had to. I mean, the offense had to be aggressive. You're down multiple scores. You needed to make something happen right now. You had to be aggressive. I think you had to go for it on that fourth down. Now, obviously, the game's looking like it might get out of hand.
The give to the tailback. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down.
Well, that's called paying off good field position. You've got the lead here late in the game. You've got the ball back. You're on your opponent's side of the 50, and on your very first play, you break off a long run. This defense right now is playing on their heels late.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, USC.
From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Second down, he'll throw it. Moves away as he feels pressure. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, USC. That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases. In the open field and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbs some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Man, this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
Red pass, it's complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Cornhuskers are in the hurry-up.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Hit as he throws. Makes a connection. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And the Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Just keep swinging it. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle. Jackson will throw. He's got him. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. 3rd and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. It's complete to the right. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Huskers are threatening on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Looking to get it in. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Touchdown, Huskers! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
With this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
They want that clock to run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. 3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, USC.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
I'll say this, not a lot of coaching staffs out there would want to go for it on 4th down with the lead here late in the game, but they're going to stay aggressive. They just believe in their own players to go out and execute, and they did it right there.
They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 50 season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.